HCC's art galleries continually expose students to new approaches and forms. Take, for instance, this exhibit at the West Loop campus, Overtime.
And I got that title based on the concept of working overtime if you're doing 40-hour-a-week type stuff. A lot of the work here in the gallery is based off of my working class roots. My father, my uncles, a lot of members of both sides of my family are blue-collar tradespeople or military service members of some sort, whether they be road workers, electricians, mechanics, carpenters, stuff like that. And I was kind of the oddball. I went to college and went to art school, but I always really appreciated that background and the lessons that I learned from it. So this body of work that you see here is a culmination of about the last, I'd say about 4 years of me kind of exploring those themes of work ethic and the blue-collar experience. And also kind of making the argument, making the point that artists, visual artists, by very definition, are tradespeople, because we do something with a particular set of skills. We have to go to school to learn how to do this stuff. It's not something that anybody can do. And a lot of it is physical in nature. We're working with steel, we're working with canvas, we're working with wood to create, what we have. So that's kind of what all this is about, that blue-collar, die-hard, get-it-done spirit, I guess you could say. Exploring those themes, I started looking at, non-traditional art materials. You mentioned the gasket prints. I mean, that's literally what it is. I went to auto shops and just got a bunch of spare gaskets and inked them up or covered them in oil and grease, and I'd print them on my canvas or paper, and I'd use those to create backgrounds, and found different ways to incorporate all those materials, or even grease. That's what a lot of this is in these larger canvas paintings. That's actual grease, and transmission fluid, and dirt and grime from various auto shops and tools and stuff like that to create those marks. When I was finishing up graduate school at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi, I had a couple of my professors, they were talking about my imagery, and they were saying, you're doing these engines and you're doing these mechanical things. Why don't you just build one? They always kept saying, why don't you just build an engine and put it in the gallery, and that's going to be your piece. And as much as I would love to have done that, the only problem was, number one, I didn't have the money for it as a student. Number two, I didn't have the space for it living in an apartment. And then number three, I'm a hot rock guy, If I'm going to build something like that, I'm not putting it in a gallery, I'm going to use it. But I know how to work with wood. And so I came up with this idea, well, you know what, I can make stuff and I can carve and assemble things. So I'm still building something, but I'm using carpentry, which is a traditional blue-collar trade and skill set, in my art making process. I love what I do. I really, really feel this is what I was meant to do, cheesy as it sounds, but it's the truth. As an art educator myself at Victoria College, I really impress upon my students the importance of getting out there, doing work, not saying no to work. Any opportunities are available, and definitely get that out to students here in the Houston area. If you're really serious about pursuing the arts, I want you all to know that, yes, you can make a living at this. You can make a comfortable living at this. You just got to be smart about it. Find a way to apply your skills in a practical manner, and you'll be okay. Because I never thought I'd be here, yet here I am. Little kid from McAllen, Texas is all the way up here doing some stuff. So, yeah, I'm really excited about it.
For HCC Beat, this is Randall Williams.